Welcome to Gentle Stretch Yoga. Today we'll have our short yoga lesson followed by some breathing and then a body scan meditation followed by our stretching and then savasana at the end. Each section will be separated by the ringing of the chime. So we'll start with the yoga lesson. Today I wanted to remind you all of the 8 limbs of yoga. There are 8 limbs or 8 paths to yoga as defined by the fellow who wrote this first down 2,500 years ago. But amazingly, 3 of them are devoted to meditation. Only one is movement, one is breathing, but 3 are devoted to meditation. And one of those methods is to focus on something. So when we do our body scan, we're focused on each portion of our body and telling it to relax. And that's really a way to get into a meditation feeling for ourselves. So just give yourself a pat on the back when we're doing the body scan. You're really actually doing meditation as well. The 8th limb of yoga, if you're interested, is ecstasy or enlightenment. It's the top. Can be considered peace by some people. But today we'll do our meditation as a body scan. Let's start with some breathing. Having your spine erect in a comfortable seat, legs crossed easily in front of you, or stretched out if you prefer. Hands on your knees, can be face down, palms up. Your shoulders are above your hips. Bring them up on an inhale. Exhale back and down. Again, inhale up. Exhale back and down. Inhale up. Exhale back and down. Continuing just breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. And when you inhale, at the top of your breath, hold your breath for a second. And then release. Again, inhale. Hold. And release. Continue. Eyes can be shut or have a soft focus. Now we'll count as we inhale for 4 counts. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just silently inhale, counting. Holding 1 and exhaling. Now we'll add a hold at the bottom after we exhale. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Continue to count by yourselves. This is called box breathing. There are the variations where your inhales are longer than your exhales and vice versa, but just keep them even for now. And now bring attention back to our bodies. Open our eyes if they're shut. Extend your legs in front of you. Remove anything if you've been sitting on it. And roll back onto your back, lowering 1 vertebrae at a time. And extend the legs, have the hands beside your hips. And this is our body scan meditation. Extend your heels, stretching out your legs, feeling your legs stretch. Your breathing will be normal. Inhaling and exhaling. Again, inhale and exhale. And focus on your toes. Wiggle them and then relax them. Relaxing the soles of your feet. Letting your feet fall outward along with your thighs. Relax your ankles and your calves. Feel your kneecaps relaxed. No tension. Feel the lightness underneath your knees as they arch slightly over the mat. Feel your hip joints extend, relax outward. Your legs are pulling open your hips. Feel your sacrum, the flat bottom part of your back, resting firmly on the mat. And is supporting your hips. Relax your fingers, letting them float in space. Relax your palms. Relax your wrists and your forearms. Continuing to breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Relax your elbows and your upper arms. Relax your mid-back. Feel the lightness in your lower back as it arches up to your mid-back. Feel your upper back and shoulders relaxed on the mat. Your shoulders are away from your ears. And breathe. Relax your neck. And the back of your head. Resting on the mat. Relax your face. Your eyelids are drooping outwards and your cheeks. And breathe. If your tongue is on the roof of your mouth, let it drop.
Maybe your breath is through your mouth or through your nose. Either is fine. Feel the breath running into your mouth and lungs and out. Maybe you can feel it's a little warmer going out. And just continue to breathe. And then breathe a little deeper. Starting to feel energy come back into your body. Every muscle is awakening, wiggling your toes and your fingers. Breath is getting deeper. Rolling your head side to side. And then drawing your feet into your hips. Rolling out to your favorite side of the room. Into a fetal position. And then pressing the top palm into the mat to raise yourself back to the comfortable seat.
I like to start in a position resting my hips on a bolster. If you're comfortable, you can sit on the mat. We'll begin our asanas or poses, using our breath to help us move into each pose or in a static stretch to make that stretch a little bit stronger. We'll start with our head. Inhale. Exhale, drop it to your chest. Inhale, raise it to center. Exhale, drop. Inhale, up. Keeping your shoulders back and away from your ears. Inhale. And exhale. One more. And this time, drop it and hold. And then begin to move it into a circular motion. As you inhale, raising your head to the back. Exhale as you lower it to the front. You can start with just a very small circle and make it bigger as you feel comfortable. When your head goes to the back, think more of it raising up, not dropping onto your back. It does tilt to the rear, but it really extends the spine as well. Inhale to the rear, exhale forward, and then come to center and reverse the direction. Eyes can be shut or in a soft focus. And then relax, come to center. Raise your shoulders up and inhale, back and down. And this time we're going to move our whole torso, keeping the spine straight. Just a very small 2-inch circle to start. Again, inhaling to the rear, exhaling forward. Stretching your spine up, but not bending it. And then as you warm up, you might make the circles a little bit bigger. Inhaling to the rear, exhaling as you come forward. And then coming to a stop and reversing. Keeping those inhales and exhales timed with the speed of your movement, as slow as fast as you like. But then come to center. Now extend your fingertips to the sides of the mat, and we're going to lean to the right, raising the left fingertips along the mat, extending the right fingertips out, and bending the torso. You can lower the elbow to the mat, and then extend the left arm overhead. And breathe in this position. With each exhale, extend the left arm. The neck is relaxed. Looking forward. And then come back to center. Repeat the left. Dropping the left elbow if you like. Raising the right arm overhead. Stretching that right side body. And keeping the right hip as on the ground or as close as you can. Mine is raising up off the ground. And inhale, come back to center. Place your hands on your knees. And then move the left hand to the right knee. Right palm behind you, twisting to the right. On inhale, extend your spine up. Exhale, twist more to the right. Inhale and exhale. Once more. And exhale. Come back to center. Put the right hand on the left knee. Looking to the right. Left palm behind you on the floor. Inhale, spine is up. Exhale, twist to the left or to the rear. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Come back to center. Roll forward onto a tabletop position. Removing any bolster or block you have beneath you. Hands are under your shoulders, fingers are spread wide, lightly gripping the mat into an activation of your hands and wrists. Knees are under your hips. Tops of the feet resting on the mat lightly. Drop back into a child's pose on an exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale to center. Exhale. And come back to center. Now we're going to stretch our wrists. We don't normally do that, but walk your fingertips so they're facing the side of the room. Starting to stretch your wrists. And then if you can, walk them so your fingertips are facing your knees. Feel the stretch in the wrists. You can leave them to the sides if you like, but continue to breathe. A few more breaths here. And then walk your fingertips back towards the sides and then towards the front of the room. Drop back to child's pose and hold. Walk your fingertips towards the front of the mat, stretching your shoulders, leaving your hips down towards your ankles. On an inhale, walk your fingers to the left, stretching the right side body. Breathe here. Walk them back to center and over to the right, stretching the left side body. And breathe here. And then come back to center. Rise up to tabletop again. Keeping your fingers spread and activated. Extend or walk the left knee in 2 inches. Extend the right leg behind you. Pushing the fingertips or the toes of your feet into the mat to stretch your calf muscle. And then relax and raise that right leg, cross it over the left. Looking over your left shoulder to your right toes, which are resting on the ground. Compressing the obliques on the left side body, extending them on the right. Oh, this feels good. Relax here and breathe. And then raise that leg, come back to center. Draw out the right knee in to join the left. Extend the left leg, curling the toes. Pushing back to extend the calf muscle. And come back to center, raising the left leg, cross it over the right. Toes drop to the ground. Look over your right shoulder to your left toes. Feeling the stretch, the obliques crunching on the right side, extending on the left. And then raise that leg, come back to center, join the left knee to the right knee. And curl your toes and push up into a down dog position. Stretching hamstrings and calves. Walking the dog to stretch one side and then the other. And stay here, or if you can, raise the right leg up to the ceiling with the knee bent. Sole of the feet stamping on the ceiling. And then move shift your weight to the left and raise that knee to extend the twist. And then come back to center, bring that leg down. Bring the left leg up. Knee is bent, palm is towards the ceiling, or stay in the down dog. And drop that leg to the right. And then drop it back to join the right leg. Come back to all fours to tabletop. Letting your toes and tops of your feet rest on the mat. Now down to puppy dog, dropping your forearms to the mat. Keeping your hips in the air, looking forward, dropping your stomach to the mat. Really arching your lower back downward towards the mat. And letting your shoulder blades come in together.
come towards the center line of your spine. This opens your chest, and the movement which helps counteract all the sitting you do in a chair with your shoulders hunched. And breathe in this position. If you'd like, walk your hands along the mat to lower yourself even lower, keeping your hips in the air. This really stretches the shoulders. And walk back to the forearm position. And then up to tabletop. We continue to loosen the torso by moving a slight 2-inch circle in each direction. Or counterclockwise or counterclockwise, whichever you prefer to start. Timing this with your breath. Exhaling as you go to the rear. Inhaling as you come forward. You can make the circle as big as you like. Keeping it timed with your breath. You can go all the way back to a child's pose and come forward. Really loosening the muscles and the joints. When you come forward, you can even come into cat position, arching your back. And then slow down, make the circle smaller and smaller. Come to a rest in the center. And then move in the opposite direction. Inhaling as you come forward, exhaling to the rear. And then slow down the circles, make them smaller, and come to rest in the center. On inhale, come up to cat, extending the arms, pressing the fingertips into the mat, exhaling back to cow. Dropping the belly, raising the head. Again, inhale, cat. Exhale. Try to stretch to the extremes at each end with the arch pushing up. And then dropping the belly, raising the head. A few more at your own pace. And then come to center. Sit up by dropping your hips back onto your heels. To a seated warrior position. Hands resting on your knees. If this is not comfortable, use a block or bolster to sit on. Raise yourself up a little bit. And breathe in this position. Inhale and exhale. And then we can do a little bit of a back bend, raising the shoulders up, spine up, erect, and then tilting the whole upper body back. Maybe resting your palms behind you and stretching the whole front of the body back into a back bend. You can lower the elbows to the mat. Or stay up in this position. And breathe. And then release, come back to center. Come back to tabletop. This time curl your toes under. We're going to drop back onto our heels again. Using the block if you need it. But this time stretching the toes. It's called fire toes, so that's why you're feeling a little burning there. Concentrate on your breath. Come out anytime you like to tabletop. A couple more breaths. And then release, come back to tabletop. Maybe pound your toes onto the mat to release the tension. Now cross your ankles behind you and come back to a seated position. And then extend your legs in front of you. Feet are facing up, toes are facing up, feet are flexed. Your spine is erect, shoulders up, back and down. And just tilt forward, tilt forward slightly with your back without rounding it. And breathe. And then on an inhale, keep it up. And then exhale, fold over, grasping your thighs or shins or toes. Inhale back to center. Exhale, just tilt forward. And then inhale once more. And then exhale to the fold, rounding your upper back. Come back to center. We're concentrating on moving our lower back first. That's why we tilt forward. And then round forward. Try to feel the stretch more in your lower back than your upper back. Tilt forward, inhale, and exhale, fold. Back to center. Each time you might be able to extend a little bit more. Tilt forward, and then fold. Inhale back to center. Once more, tilting from the lower back and then folding. Come back to center. Then extend your legs into a wide V. Spine is erect. Placing your right hand inside the right leg. Looking to the left and twisting. Moving the left arm over your head. Twisting towards the right leg. Stretching the left side body. As well as the hamstring. Try to relax the left leg. And then release, come back to center. Spine is erect. Put the left hand inside the left leg. Repeat, right arm overhead, looking to the right. Stretching the right side body. And breathe. And inhale, come back to center. And draw your legs in together. Inhale. Twist a little more. Right leg. Draw the left knee into your chest. Grasp it with the right arm. Left palm on the floor behind you. Inhale, spine is erect. Exhale, twist to the left or to the rear. If you like, you can place the right elbow outside the left knee, or just hold the knee with your right hand. And relax, come back to center. Extend the left leg to join the right. And then bring your soles of your feet together. knees falling out toward the sides of the mat. Keeping your spine straight. Inhale, shoulders up, back and down, and tilt slightly forward. Massaging the insides of your insteps with your thumbs. Stretching the toes out wide again. Now we're going to tilt forward, just like with our legs in front of us, this time with our soles of the feet together. And then we're going to fold over, pushing the knees down with our elbows. Inhale back to center. Again, tilt. Inhale again. And then exhale. Back to center, each time maybe a little bit more. Exhale, tilting. Inhale, and then folding. Feeling the hips open. Back to center once more. And then release. Now extend the legs in front and roll down onto your back for our bridge work and inversions. One vertebrae at a time. Keep a bolster or block handy if you have one. First, just draw your soles of your feet in towards your hips. Your fingertips can be facing down towards your heels or actually touching your heels. And then push up into a bridge. Exhale, back down. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Again, inhale. And exhale. This time, hold it at the top. A couple of breaths here. And then drop across your right ankle onto your left knee. Again, go up, squeezing the left buttocks and down. Left side, squeeze, and exhale down. Inhale up, and exhale. Repeat that on the other side, putting your right foot to the mat. Left ankle on your right knee, pushing up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. This time hold. Then squeeze. And breathe. And relax. Come back to the mat. Uncross your legs. Walk the soles of your feet to the outer edges of your mat. Drop your knees to the right. Inhale back to center, windshield wiper. To the left, inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then come back to center. Walk your soles of your feet into hip width, crossing your right ankle onto your left knee, and then reach through to grasp your thigh for an inverted pigeon, stretching your right hip. And you can raise your chin towards your knee if you like, or leave it on the mat. Having this position sometimes helps me actually get a better stretch in my hip. And breathe here. And then drop the left foot to the mat, uncross the ankle, and bring your left ankle to your right knee. And pull your right knee into your chest. And breathe. And relax. Put both soles of the feet onto the mat. This time cross your right ankle over your left knee. Extend your arms to a T position. Drop your knees to the right. Look over your left shoulder to your left palm. Feeling the twist in your body and the stretch. Come back to center. Drop them to the left, looking over your right shoulder to your right palm. Inhale back to center. Now uncross your knees and put the left ankle onto the right knee. And drop your knees to the left. Looking over your right shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale, drop them to the right. And if you have a block or bolster, raise your hips and place it under your sacrum, the flat part on the bottom of your spine, where your vertebrae are naturally fused together from soon after birth. And this supported bridge is meant to relax. So just breathe normally. And then bring your knees into your chest. You might have to adjust the bolster or block underneath you. And if you like, extend your heels to the ceiling. This inversion relaxes you, stimulates your sympathetic nervous system. Try this in the evening against the wall. But continue to breathe here. Or if you like, your knees can be in towards your chest, hugging them. And then everybody drop the knees to their chest and extend your legs along the mat into a supported fish position. Putting the block in a comfortable position, making sure it's on your sacrum. And opening up your back, walking your shoulder blades in towards one another. And breathe. And breathe. Keeping those shoulder blades in. Hands alongside your hips. Now bring your feet in towards your hips again to raise up and remove any block or bolster you have underneath you. Draw your knees into your chest, holding them with your hands, rocking side to side. Massage the lower back. And go over as far as you like, pushing off with your elbow to come back to center. Now maybe extend your feet to the ceiling into a happy baby position, holding on to your shins or your toes and extending the legs. And rocking back and forth. And drawing your knees into your chest. And continue to rock side to side. Extend the left leg along the mat.
We're getting ready for savasana. Pull your right knee into your chest, relax the left leg. The only tension is where you're pulling on your leg. And release, extend the right leg along the mat. Draw the left knee into your chest, pulling it in with your hands, relaxing the right leg. And then release. Extend both legs along the mat. Palms are at your side, face up or face down. And we enter savasana, breathing on your own naturally. Just feeling the relaxation. I will bring you out of savasana with the ringing of the chime. Just breathe and relax. Slowly bring awareness back into your body. Wiggling your toes and your fingers. Maybe rolling your head side to side. And when you're ready, roll to your favorite side of the room into a fetal position. And then place your top palm into the mat, raising yourself to a comfortable position. Comfortable seat with your feet crossed in front, hands on your knees, palms face down or face up. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, back and down. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And thank you for letting me share my practice with you and your practice with me. I hope you can use a little meditation that we did during our body scan. Remind yourself that you can always relax and move away from the stresses of life by just quieting your mind, maybe concentrating on something else, like relaxing the parts of your body. Extend your fingertips to the edges of the mat. Raise your arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bowing your head. I invite the greeting, Namaste.